What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about what is pretty much becoming my favorite game mode. I've already been biased to it for a long time. Heroic Breakout is by far the best fantasy arcade. There we go. I almost said Fantasy Factory. It's like my favorite fantasy arcade game mode yet, and I really do hope that they expand on it. Today we're going to be going over how these abilities work, how you upgrade them, and kind of what the best plays are for you guys if you want to make progression, things to stay away from, maybe other ones to go for. So let's jump right into it. Let's talk about all these abilities. I'm going to be showing you an infographic that I saw on Reddit, and I think it was actually designed by Heky MX. I think that's how it's HEKYMX. They are a huge helper on the Reddit community in the subreddit, so just keep that in mind. This is just, it's perfect how they design this, and I want to show you guys exactly what all these skills do. Let's jump right into it. So because there's so much data on the screen, I'm going to do the rarity on this channel and just not even show my face. I know, boo-hoo, some of you guys probably like, oh, finally, don't have to look at this red bearded man's face. So here it is. This has every single combination you want. It has all the skills and their paired perfect match passive skill that you need in order to upgrade each one of these main abilities to level 6. You see right here, we see 1 through 5, and then down the bottom is the 6th one. There's a couple things that go along with that. Of course, the chests that you get from the bosses are the only way to take a level 5 skill, for example, Fire of Justice, to take it from this level 5 right over here and upgrade it into the level 6 version. That's simply just the only way to do it. You gotta get those chests. That's how you got it. And you just need to have level 1 version of magic acceleration. So that is pretty simple. You can see at the top here all the way across. I'm going to put a link to the Reddit subreddit post too. Most of these are very good combos. There's some of them that I just completely stay away from just because the passives are garbage, like completely. And I'm going to go over one thing right away, and that is an ability that is just off the side of the screen. I'm going to have to just shift this over for 1 second right here. I'm going to have to just do a quick little drag because it's right on the edge over here. So let me just slide this over. This, of course, is what the chest looks like that drops from the boss, and I am impartial, or I'm partial, I guess I should say, to Sundevour Eos. I think she has the best toolkit in the entire game. Not only does her ability just auto-target the closest enemies, it's not directional, you don't have to be close to the enemies like Asmodel or Aspen. This ability is really, really awesome because it has multiple of them. You can also upgrade it, which is something unique to Sundevour Eos, whereas the other two, they just get buffs from some of the other skills. And her ultimate ability will heal. So just keep all those things in mind there. Those are very important things. First off, I want to talk about these passives. Some of them absolutely amazing. Other ones I would call less than great. Magic acceleration reduces the cooldown of characters' active skills and general skills. Yes, I love magic acceleration. Top speed, really only great if you have the perfect match for the Froststorm. Froststorm is decent. It's not like the best. It's not the worst. It's just solid. I found that move speed is not very important because you have the sprint ability in game, so keep that in mind. The best skill in the game to have with EOS is this one right here, Chain Lightning with Berserk, because both things do amazing stuff. Increase the attack speed of the character's basic, already amazing for Sundevour Eos, and then when you take Chain Lightning into effect, this gets very, very good. When dealing basic attack damage to enemies, there is a chance of releasing a Thunder Chain, which will bounce among enemies. Doesn't sound great, but of course, as you bring it up higher and higher, it increases the chance and the damage of it. Expands the bouncing area, and then if you do go all the way to the max, every attack is guaranteed to trigger Thunder Chain. What that means is, actually, I don't know if I can show it on screen. Yeah, this Scorched Sight, every single dot damage, because you know it leaves that circle on the battlefield, every single dot tick can also proc it, which is why this ability is absolutely crazy. After that, we have Soul Ripping and HP. Neither of these, I think, are worth going for really ever. Soul Ripping is pretty disappointing. Deals extra damage to elites. That's not an issue whatsoever. I never pick it. I think the second best skill in the game right here is Thunderstrike. So going for a lightning build, Chain Lightning plus Thunderstrike is insane. And beyond that, the perfect match skill is Tyranny, which increases the character's all damage dealt, which is just freaking amazing. So Thunderstrike's awesome. Starts out, releases, deals 1 Thunder Strike. It does some small AoE area. Level 2, you get +1 Lightning Bolt, and then increasing the damage dealt. Reduces the skill's cooldown. +2 enemies, so you're having 4 Lightning Bolts. And then finally, sharply reduces the skill's cooldown. You're essentially just constantly lightning striking the entire outside of the battlefield. And when you combine that with Eos's ability and the Berserk Chain Lightning combo, these two are literally the only things I ever go for nowadays. Another one that I do like is the improved missile. The explosion on and everything is really good. However, magnetic force does absolutely diddly for you. It increases the pull range on items and experience. I've just had an experience of even maxing this out, feeling like I don't even notice the difference. So the improved missile, absolutely good, because you do get a lot of missiles, and then increases the explosion range, which honestly the +6 doesn't even feel that impactful because things don't group up very much. It's decent. I'll leave it at that. The next one is Flame Burst. I actually like Flame Burst on both Asmodel and Aspen because they have a conal or frontal hit. This does something very similar. Fire damage is dealt to enemies within a fan-shaped area moving towards the direction that you're moving. That is very similar to what Asmodel and Aspen do. So if you do love those characters, Flame Burst is absolutely amazing because it's just ramping up that damage you're doing. When you do get it up to level 6, it expands the fire damage area and stuns enemies who take damage from it. That's really cool because if you're starting to get overwhelmed, the stun plays a huge role, but the area is absolutely huge. Now, the increased experience obtained is nice as well. Not something you necessarily need, but again, if you're using these cone style heroes, this one is actually really, really good. Next up, we have Icicle Witchcraft and Iron Wall. Icicle Witchcraft feels like the lowest damage dealing ability in the entire game. Iron Wall isn't really needed. The bonus is when you get it to max, you shoot like 6 or 8 icicles out all over the place and free stuff. It just doesn't feel like it's a useful skill. I don't like it. I really hate Border Walker. This one leaves the fire patch behind you. I've never really had it work very great for me, but self-movement speed will be increased when the flaming zone deals damage to enemy. It's like more movement speed. It's not great. The lasting magic is kind of cool. Extends the duration of general skills and have continuous effects, that have continuous effects. This one can be really good, but I just don't like the ability. I never have damage dealing behind me. I guess if stuff is chasing me, okay, but not a big fan. And movement speed isn't a big issue, again, with the speed up. Now, the extension passive here on the next one is really good. Increases the damage range of characters' active skills. This one is amazing because this will make your Eos abilities go to a wider range. However, I'm not a fan of Viper Guard. Feels lackluster. It says at level 6 it does some AoE damage. I've never felt the AoE damage on it. It's pretty mid, to be honest. A lot of times I'll just grab this and I'll just completely ignore Viper Guards until completely last. And very much last, gold coins and flying arrow synergy. Gold coins gives you like 1 additional coin per level, so you can get like 5 more coins from the map coins. It's just not good. It's not worth it. You're gonna max out your skills very quickly just by going through the first 20 levels. Kind of just ignore this. Flying arrows, okay, it's a single target damage dealer that goes absolutely crazy when it has no cooldown, but again, it's another one of those abilities that's very similar to, what was it, soul ripping. It's made for like killing the elites faster. Not really something you need to do. I will touch on the first couple since I didn't really describe them much. I kind of really went in on the magic acceleration. This one is really, really good. But Fire of Justice is kind of cool too. This has a giant AoE burning circle around you that gets bigger and bigger. And when you get to level 6, it's just permanent. So you have a giant circle that burns things around you. I kind of like this on Eos as well. I've never tested it on other heroes, so just keep that in mind. Also with Froststorm, you basically, every time you go up levels, you go from like 1 Froststorm that goes to the right of your screen. Then at level 2, you get 1 that goes to your right and left. When you get up to level 3, they kind of go at like 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 10 o'clock out from you. And of course, when you do go up to level 6, it goes out in the 4 cardinal directions, so pretty good. But honestly, if you're looking at the best build, which I might make a video just highlighting the best build possible, this is going to be it. Berserker with Chain Lightning, Tyranny with Thunder Strike. After that, I typically make sure I get both Extension and Lasting Magic going, as well as magic acceleration. After that, it kind of just depends on what you want. I do sometimes like running Fire Justice, but there's just so many combinations that you can run. Currently, I do hope at the very least, we get new heroes to use and maybe new endless game modes. So that is it for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hopefully it kind of helped clarify what these abilities do. I might try to make some videos highlighting each one and showing how good or bad they are. We'll see. Let me know how you guys are enjoying this game mode too. It's probably the most fun I've had in Idle Heroes in a while because I love this style of game. I've already sent feedback to them. I'm like, man, you got something good here. This is a popular game to do. Why not make this its own separate mobile game and make it like Idle Heroes Survivors? I don't know. I think it would be awesome to have it as a completely different app, different team, and they can just reuse art from this game. So we'll see. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.